Welcome to PCB presents Rebirth 2. If you're liking the event so far, make some noise! Kicking it off with a dope clash battler to my left. Introduce yourself.
Ripstar, yo, what up? Fucking rest in peace, my mate Travis. Yo, let's get this, yo.
Yeah. And battler to my right, introduce himself.
Yo, Westy, shout out to my brother Michael.
Yeah. We did the coin toss off camera. Westy chose to go first. Round one on him.
Alright. Second battle, they give me a more worthy opponent you reckon, but don't worry, Ripstar, you know you'll always come in second. You as an opponent who doesn't even know how to use a recording component, but fuck it, I'm gonna stop procrastinating because we need to keep debating. Always Ripstar the cunt with the pre-battle discriminating. I wish someone could ban this ugly cunt from mating. Mate, you're an ugly shit cunt of a grapper, but an even worse rapper, the only battler I've ever heard rhyme round with round. But fuck it dude, even the sound of your voice makes me want to put your head in a mound. Just an ugly age bogan whorehound who's changing his life because he's been in jail. Cunt, I don't even know how you could afford bail. This whole idea is bound to fail. Yeah, you've done your time in the lockup, doesn't mean you need to come here and act up. Because this is a battle with a community for obligation, for conversation and collaboration. But you looking like a DC's crustacean never positively contributes to the situation. Time.
Oh! Yo, Westy, you can't test me with these bars. You're getting laid to rest, B. I'll be leaving you bleeding on the street if you want beef. You will fake to me. My style clean, think Mr. Sheen. I'll leave you 6 feet deep like Mr. Bean. I've got a gun so big, one shot will take out your whole team. You ain't on the level I beat. It's unlikely that you will beat me. One bright hook will send this cunt into next week. So don't thinking that you're on my level. Every single rhyme that I write, it's like I'm trying to pedal forward, trying to get better than most. You're trying to step to me? Well, I'm buttering this cunt like toast. Don't think that you had it, you were an addict. Going against me, everyone's saying that I'm off my brain. Well, I've been training every single day, working on my ways to get these freestyles off the top of my brain and put a faker like you with that haircut back in his grave. Don't think that you're real. You ain't never had skill. You a fucking faggot about to be pushed down the hill like Jack and Jill. For real? I got skill. Madness. You ain't never had this. You were an addict about to get a slap and I'm back at him. You don't want this. This is the Ripper one back killing shit. You don't want this. Is for real shit. What? Freestyle. Fuck this.
Make a toast to the West Coast, Ripstar, no need to boast because I'm here to roast a skinny arsehole who looks like he's recently overdosed. Sorry bro, I better compose myself and stop talking about addiction. I know it's hard because I feel so much friction when you listen to my diction. It's like you just received a jurisdiction for eviction. Are you starting to see the contradictions in the ideologies around your convictions? Anyway, let's get on with it. It's time for you to admit that giving me shit has not done a bit to help me submit to this unintelligent misfit. Like, look at your Troyes, it's really legit because I feel like this whole idea is counterfeit. Just like your polo, you always come here solo, acting like an angry cholo, giving the battlers a low blow. With no association, you come in here again trying to act like Big Ben because you came out of the pig pen trying to commend for what you've done. You're on the run, but nobody cares. Fucking call your mum.
Yo, you said I come here solo? Well, guess again. Me and my mate Bevan B, we spit flames. 3D, another frame. They ain't never seen you, never been. My legacy, me battling you is only giving you a shot to fame. So don't think that you had it. Them jokes that you saying, it ain't real nothing, bro. It's all shit trying to get at it. Well, I get at it. Freestyle like I bit this cunt. You more like an Adam. Never had freeze. You were marking the scene, thinking that you making something. It ain't nothing to me. Me and my crew making G's, making freeze, making this shit from selling green. When I do it on a beat, these MCs will see. I'll take out every single one of you with this freestyle battle tomorrow. So don't think that you freeze or something. It's all been borrowed. What I'm saying is something. I'm shooting like a sparrow. What the fuck you want? Freestyle never gonna stop. I'm making my way. Shout out to Seth because he's about to bomb. What?
Mate, you look like you won your clothes in a raffle, mate. I just lyrically stabbed you with the Adam's apple, mate. But I don't give a fuck, it's just your fate. Yo, I came here by myself and you're still here putting yourself on a shelf of your own self-wealth. But I don't really care because I'm here to share the rhymes that fucking... Oh, fuck. Choke. But anyway. When I came here, I had a fucking idea that I didn't have to verse the first white boy who dropped the soap or who brags about having a toke of that sweet smoke. Ripstar, no need to boast because I'm here to roast again. But yeah, it's fucking...
Yo, My style like Tai Chi. Just think again if you think you're going against me. You enacted like Jet Li. Thinking that you had something, you had nothing. You were fleeing the scene. See, I bite back like a raptor. Want something, I'm about to take out this actor. Another rhyming of a chapter. Thinking that you had something, we'll catch you later. This is freestyle off the top of the brain. And these MCs thinking that I ripped this back in the day. They're thinking that I smoked a couple pies before I come here today. We'll think again. I've been spitting free since I was fucking born. Come out my mum's cutting. I've been spitting the same way. So you're like a fucking idiot. You're thinking that you're real, but you're a fucking hypocrite. Don't go against me, because you're the one that looking like an idiot. The whole crowd knows. So don't thinking that you had flows. I've been doing battle rap since battle rap was battle rap. You don't know. Fuck, you think that? Well, I've been doing this since MC Red was running this shit. So think that? You're about to get hit with the whole clip. I ain't playing no games. I fold this so quick. I'm like DNA and Charlie Clips in this bitch. Fold, bitch. What you thinking that it's real? You're old shit. You never had real flows. You had enough. I'm about to let it go when I'm setting a flow. RIP back in his own zone like I'm back at home. So what? This is never gonna be nothing to me, and I could go over turn like I'm disaster while I'm spitting a free. You thinking that you want something? Motherfucker, I'll put this jug into your head and put you in a coma for weeks. So don't thinking that you're playing with me. This is easy for me. The reason why I don't write, because I don't thinking that you're really worth my time. So.
What up, it's Creepy J. No, what up, it's Creepy J. Look, first of all, I gotta make a confession. I think I did this whole thing when Ripstar was like, I'll leave you 6 feet deep like Mr. Bean. If that's a bar, I don't get it. I think I just liked the multi. But overall, I think 2-1 to Westy. I think. Sorry, Ethan, I'm going a bit over time here, but
that's
like,
all right.
I just wanna say, like, okay, when you're a new battler, what you've really got to watch out for is like making sure you let your stuff hit, okay? That even if that's in the setup. So fucking Westy had this really good setup. It was like, you look like you got your clothes from, I don't know,
a raffle.
A raffle, yeah, raffle mate. And I thought that was awesome. He should have just like not kept rapping. Let the fucking crowd react. It doesn't matter if it's not the punch. With that said, I think overall Westy had a better sense of what his punchlines were. He kind of lost it in the third, but he got enough out to win 2-1. So yeah, just work on the multis, work on the timing, and just, yeah, maybe ride.
Good, each of us. We went well. Let's go party crew. Yeah. Westy versus Ripstar. It's kind of a tough one to call. On one hand, I think that Ripstar's material seemed to connect better, whereas Westy seemed more like thought out. So like it's kind of a hard one to call. I think I don't want to regret this, but I think I might give it to Ripstar on the basis of his material seeming to connect more. Like, I liked Westy's stuff, and I think that he has a lot of potential. I think it is selling the bars a little more, like letting them simmer, like Creepy was sort of saying, and just sort of like, yeah, like making the punches, deliver them like punches, and not just sort of going through the whole thing as one sort of unit. So like, yeah, just like spacing it out, you can do it like timing, stuff like that. But yeah, I think in this exact battle, Ripstar seemed to connect more, like, so I'm gonna just edge it like 2-1 to Ripstar.
That was a really tough battle to call, actually. Spoilers, I'm going to give it 2-1 to Westy, and I'll explain why. I think they both need to work on stage presence a little bit. You see this in a lot of new battlers. It might be like nerves or whatever, but it's really hard to keep the audience's attention, I feel, and to keep their reactions if you're just standing there running through your material. I get that you're scared to choke and that you want to maintain the flow, but you've got to sell those good lines, like that raffle ticket line. If you just said that to the audience and left it, it would have been a much bigger reaction, but you were halfway through your next thing when the audience tried to react to it. So it's just selling those lines, knowing the lines that are going to hit, that are going to get reactions, and letting them hit and selling them to the audience a little more. They could both work on that. I felt like Ripstar's material was really lackluster in his first 2 rounds. There was some shit like, what was it, like I'm smooth like butter on toast or some shit, like, come on man. I don't want to hate, but you've got to like read over your stuff and you've got to think, in a rap battle, is this really going to land? I don't know, so maybe write out your shit, read over it again, check the similes a little bit, see what's like hard and what's not, you know, I don't know. You could make that a little bit finer, but having said that, Ripstar's 3rd round was intense and it was amazing. It was a really, really good third round. If every round was like his third, he probably would have taken it. Westy, on the other hand, he's got nerves, but his content's decent. It could get better. And both of them could work on stage presence, but definitely Westy won the first 2 rounds. The choke definitely clearly cost him the third. The third would have been close if he didn't choke, but 2-1 Westy.
What's good? We just came back from the judges. If you enjoyed that battle, make some noise! As I said, just got back from the judges. It went 2-1 to Westy.